Hey y'all, I'm Cindy. Welcome to Cindy Hart's Crochet Podcast, where we talk about crochet and crochet accessories. Today is Wednesday, December 3rd, 2025. It is about 8:30 p.m. here in Pinson, Alabama, and I am off for the day. Yay! It is already getting cold though. Me and Dog had to shorten our walk a little bit. So I wanted to welcome my new subscribers. Welcome back to my returning subscribers. Thank you for joining me today. And I am going to attempt to do Vlogmas. Yay! Let's see if I can hang in here for this a little better. Even though it's the third day of December and this is the first day I'm doing it. So, some days it may be vlog, some days it may be muss or mess. We just don't know anymore. I haven't really done videos in a couple of weeks. I don't know why, really. I think it's just mainly because I do them in the car, at work, at lunch, and everything. And it has been almost dark by the time I get to lunch now. It's like between 4:30 and 5, so by the time I eat lunch and try to crochet a little bit, it's just too dark to do that and make a video. So I'm going to try to keep up and try to do my best with this Vlogmas. Although you see I'm still decorated for Halloween and fall. But it is technically still fall, right? Still got my happy fall, y'all. But it is fall, so I'm still there. Still got my bugs and hisses and all my pumpkins and stuff, but that's okay too. I'll try to swap that out and get something a little more seasonal coming up for you soon. I have just now gotten in from work and thought I better sit down today and let you know what I'm planning to do this month. Back a while back, I bought a tea advent calendar from Aldi, and I believe it was about $7.99, I think. But it's got I haven't even opened it yet, so I don't know what is all in here other than it says it's by Benner Tea Company, and I know I have gotten green tea from that company and some other kind, like a ginger green tea or something like that. But it says tea advent calendar, 48 tea bags, 2 for each day. So I haven't even opened it yet. It does list all the ones on the back, but I don't think it lists them in the order. I'm not sure yet. But like I said, I haven't opened it up yet. Still sealed right there for you. And so let me do that. And what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to brew a tea each day, let you know what it tastes like, if it's good or not. And if you go to Aldi, I also have planned for, I have a 12 days of coffee pods that I want to do like in my press because I don't have a single coffee pod anymore, a Keurig type thing. So I want to do that in my press and try to do that maybe the 12 days of Christmas, from the day after Christmas through the 7th of Christmas. So, which I think is technically the 12 days of Christmas, right? So yeah, I'm going to open this up and see what it says for today. Now what I may try to do, since I have already missed a couple of days, I may try to double up a couple of days and add these extra days in there somewhere. And we'll just see how that goes. So if I get into this thing and day one is a coffee I don't really like, I'll save it for another day. But if it's something I like, I may start with day one on the third day of Vlogmas. Who knows about me, right? I haven't, I have been jamming trying to make some things for a craft fair that Renee is going to set up in Bainbridge, Georgia. And I didn't know early enough to really get a lot of stuff done, but I have attempted to get a bunch of towel toppers done, as well as angel ornaments and what else? I think I've got some reindeer ornaments I want to do. So I've got the angel ornaments all put together. But anyway, I'll show you those on separate days to kind of drag this Vlogmas thing out. How's that? Of course, my lighting's crazy. I'm going to complain about that. But anyway, it is what it is. So I'm opening it up. This is a pretty front, though. It's like a pretty house front right there with the pretty lights and everything decorated for Christmas. And around back, it just looks like the back of the house. And this is listing all the coffees. I don't have my, I will find some glasses if I need them. But I'm going to open it right up. Oh, there's a piano in this room. Oh, just for me. So here we go. Let's see. Here's the inside of it. And I thought it was pretty good for like a 24-day advent of tea for $7.99. That was a pretty good price. Look at all the things. Got your little gnome right there. And the days are kind of mixed up. They're not, and I love the piano. That looks like my piano, except mine's black. It's a star, and it was built in, I want to say like 1890s. I'm going to hate to get rid of it, though, when I leave the house. But none of the family wants it, so what do I do with it, right? It used to be an old player piano back in the day, and it was my great, let's see, I think it was my great grandmother's, maybe my great. But anyway, so I love this. It's got the little the numbers are kind of mixed in. They're not like 1 2 3 4 in a row, so you have to look around for it. So let's see if there's anything on the back that tells us what this is about, other than drinking good tea. Made with natural and artificial flavors, a blend of Ceylon, I guess that's Ceylon, Ceylon, and other origin green, black, and herbal tea. Packed in Sri Lanka. Ooh, fancy. Use 1 bag per cup, pour in boiling water and stir, allow to infuse 3 to 5 minutes. And yeah, like I said, it was a pretty good deal for $7.99, 48 tea bags. So I guess if it's kind of a light coffee, a light tea, I'll if the flavor is kind of light, I may just make me a bigger cup and use 2 bags. So let's see. Should I go with day 1 on day 3 of December? I think I will start with day 3. But I must find it. Look, day 3 is down here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to open it up down here in the pretty chair. I'm going to open it up. Well, I may forget to go back if I do. So, anyway, I'm going to go with day 1. I still have my uniform shirt on. I'm trying to cover it up. But it's just not working. If I had, it's so cold in this house, I don't want to change clothes just to make a video. And if I wait too long, I'll be in my jammies and I won't make a video at all. So, I'm going to start with day 1. That's why I just don't get lost with myself, okay? And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it out and read it. Tell you what it is, and then I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to go heat my water in my... Does the whole thing come out, or does it? Look, I've already screwed up the first day by not being able to get it out. I pushed it instead of pulled it. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll just double up a day or two and catch you up. So this was day 1. Put that right back in there. And pretty pictures. This is Manuka honey chamomile herbal tea. Doesn't that make you sleepy? Doesn't chamomile make you sleepy? I may bypass that and go on to the next one. Just wait 1 second. Because I have things to do tonight. So anyway, that is called, and I'll save that one for another day. I don't drink chamomile. The only time I've ever drinking chamomile tea or chamomile is, I think it made me drowsy. Naturally caffeine free. Use 1 bag per cup. I think I will. I'll just go ahead and drink it. I don't need to get sleepy this early, though. So it's called Manuka Honey Chamomile Herbal Tea. And naturally caffeine free. It just says use 1 bag per cup, pour in boiling water, and stir. So, let me pause this and I will go ahead and get me a cup. I'll try to at least have a Christmas cup going for you, okay? And then I'll try to change my decorations in the next day or two. Not promising anything. But hang on one second. Where's my paws? Alrighty then. I got that brewing here. And I didn't let my pot boil to the full extent, to its fullest, because it gets way too hot and it takes forever to cool down. So I have, oh, you can't see it on that side. What does it say? Peace on Earth. And it is the Peanuts, gang. Oh, look how cute. Look at all the glares in my background. Anyway, so yeah. Look how cute. Is it even going to focus up close? It usually will. There we go. Charlie and Snoopy and everybody. I haven't even used this cup before. So, I am letting this steep for a few minutes and thought I'd let it cool down a little bit. I did drop my tag in the I dropped my tag in the tea, or when I pour it, I try to wrap it around my handle. And then when I pour it, it pulled it off, pulled it down in there. So, it smells like honeycomb honey. And that may be what that manuka means. I don't know. But it smells like honeycomb honey. And I'm not sure what else. Like I said, I think I don't drink chamomile because I believe that I thought that it makes you sleepy. But this smells good. It smells real good. So let's try it. Trying to give it another minute to cool down a little bit. Although in this house, it shouldn't take very long. So what have y'all been working on? I cooked my Thanksgiving dinner for myself last week. I cooked a turkey and some dressing. It was the worst dressing I have ever made in my life. That started Sunday night. So the only thing I figured was that I used cornmeal mix instead of regular cornmeal and flour to make my cornbread for the dressing. Because even I eat buttermilk and cornbread, and even just eating that by itself, that cornbread gave me heartburn. And never has cornbread done that to me. So I knew then that something was probably wrong with it, but I made dressing out of that mess. And that was the worst dressing I've ever made in my life. And even when I first started making dressing, cornbread dressing for Thanksgiving, it was never bad. I've never had it bad. But this stuff, it would like, okay, I put chicken in it and onions and celery and sage, salt, and pepper, eggs. So it tastes, after it cooked, it looked like paving stones or something. It looked like, it wasn't that hard, but the flavors did not mesh together. It tasted like cornbread with chicken, onions, and celery in it. It did not, you didn't get any of the flavor and you didn't get any of the sage. So I threw that whole pan of dressing away. I've never made bad dressing. That was embarrassing even to myself, even though it was just me I was feeding. So then I made some more. I went and bought me some. I don't buy whole bags of flour and cornmeal because it's just me cooking for myself. So it would eventually go bad. But I think I've heard that I could put it in the freezer. So I may do that. But even so, I went to the store and bought me some regular cornmeal and flour. And I remade my cornbread. I boiled me some more chicken. I used my chicken broth from my boiled chicken. Plus, I added a can of chicken broth. I think I need to keep like some bouillon cubes around for times like that, to where I don't have to have a can of chicken broth sitting on the shelf or anything. So that second batch of dressing was my dressing. I recut up onions, and I hated wasting all that big pan because I did like 2 pounds of cornbread for that one. It was just for me. So anyway, the second batch was really good. The turkey, I had a 12-pound turkey that the office had given me, and it was really good. I don't care for turkey as much as I do chicken because I think it just tastes like dirty chicken. But it was good. It was juicy and it was really, really good, and it had some good flavor. I make up Emerald's essence and give it for gifts and stuff. I put it in jars or shaker bottles, like spice bottles, and give it to different people. Renee gets a big jar. But I just seasoned it with that and butter. No, not butter. I think I just put like cooking spray on it. Or oil. No, I put oil. I did. I used canola oil and rubbed that in there. And then I just sprinkled it with essence. You know, the stuff that Emerald goes, bam! There, have some flavor. Bam! I think that's probably steeped enough. So I'm going to drop that on my saucer over here that I have for my tea bags. So I made a dressing, and then I made, and it was more my dressing. It was moist, and it was good, and that other dressing wasn't dry, but it just wasn't good. And I made that turkey, cranberry sauce, of course, and I think I used like some canned yams. Oh, and made me some deviled eggs. So it was all good. It was really good, and it was just me. So I cut off, of course, somebody had to get their turkey tax. But she's like, what are you doing? You never cook. What are you doing? So I had to give her some good turkey. And I didn't, that's why I don't inject it, is because I know my dog's going to be eating it, and I don't want her eating Cajun season and stuff like that. So that was really good. And I ended up sending, and pumpkin pies. I made 2 pumpkin pies. Because the batch makes 2 pumpkin pies, or either one deep dish. So I sent one down to Mama and Mark, my brother, and I sent them about half a pan of my dressing. And then me and Dog just sat here and ate, and I posted pictures, so if y'all saw them, then you saw it on my cutting board on my work table where I do my crafts. But it was okay, because it was mine. And I could eat where I wanted to. I could dress like I wanted to. It was just me and Dog, and that was okay. It was okay, sort of. I really miss watching the parade, the Macy's Day Parade, because 2 things I love doing on Thanksgiving Day is watching the Macy's Day Parade and then the dog show, the Purina Dog Show. Well, I couldn't figure out how to get NBC, and they said that my cable company wasn't compatible with NBC download or whatever. So then they wanted you to subscribe to Peacock. Nope, I'm not paying $8 just to watch a parade and a dog show. I watched part of the replay of the dog show on NBC at work. We have a big TV back there, so during my break one day I was watching parts of it, and that was okay. So we had a pretty good Thanksgiving. I have to work the day before and the day after, so it doesn't really bother me not to go visiting and all that stuff. But the pumpkin pies were good too. It wasn't my Meemaw's recipe, but it was still good. Stop. Go lay down. Go lay down. So let me try this tea then, because she's getting rambunctious now. And I'm sitting on almost 20 minutes just jabbing with y'all. Like I said, it smells good. And now that I've got in this house and it's so cold, my head is getting stopped up. So we need to go turn the heat on and get cozy, and I need to put the beads on my angel ornaments, and I have the beads for to put those on there, but I cannot find any brown beads with faces on them to make me some brown baby angels. So I've ordered regular brown beads, and I'm hoping that will be good. I'm going to try to put some faces on it, but I really don't want to mess the beads up. So I just can't believe there are no brown-faced baby beads. It's just amazing to me. Anyway, here we go. Bottoms up. Probably going to burn my face off. Not going to burn my face off. Like I said, this house is so cold. I'm surprised you can't see my breath. It's okay. It needs something. Probably more honey. It smells really honey, really heavy honey, but the flavor's not there for the honey. And I've only drinking chamomile once, so I'm not sure what it's supposed to taste like. But it is an herbal tea. At least it won't keep me awake or make me wake up in the middle of the night after I've gone to sleep. And you know how when you wake up, if you drink coffee too late, you go to sleep, wake up, go to sleep, wake up. So yeah. So it is an herbal tea. And I'm going to have to look up that word manuka to see what that means. So you might check your Aldi's to see if they have one of these tea advent calendars and see if you could get yours. Now, like I said, this is the day one of the advent, but it is Vlogmas day 3. So I don't really know. I'm trying to get all these things done for the craft fair, so I'm not sure how much exact Christmas stuff I'm going to have on a day-to-day basis, but I'm going to try to come on here and at least show you this tea and taste it and drink it and tell you how it tastes. And like I said, this is okay. But honestly, it has more aroma to it than it does taste. How does that happen? I love this cup. I don't even remember where I got it. But it was like $8.99, but I know I wouldn't have paid that much. So it had to have been on sale. And I don't know, does Hobby Lobby have... It doesn't have Hobby Lobby on the back of it. It just has peanuts under the bottom of it. Okay, there's a little more flavor coming through. I think maybe if I had added my own honey to it, probably would have made it a little better. But that's basically the only thing I'm tasting in here is kind of the honey flavor. And I may have put too much water in there for one tea bag, so I don't know. But anyway, that is day 1 of the tea advent, but day 3, Vlogmas day 3. Tea advent, hello. I don't know if I'm going to get my thumbnail here or if I'm going to take my own picture. Anyway, all right, I hope y'all are having a good day. I am trying to keep up with the Vlogmases I am seeing. And I know there's a lot of them, but I'm going to try to keep up with as many as I can. And I hope to see y'all again tomorrow. And I may double up. I may try to do, do one early and then do one later in the day and see how that goes. I'm going to try to keep up this time. We'll see where it goes from here, all right? I still have a couple of commissions I'm working on, but Renee, that is coming up next Tuesday I have a really scary doctor's appointment coming up, and Renee, thank goodness she is coming up here, thank the Lord, she is coming up here to go with me because it's really, really scary for me, and there may be nothing, but it is a little, it's a lot scary, but I don't really want to share too much about it just yet because I'm really nervous about it, and I'm trying to keep myself calm down. And that's the reason she's coming with me. I don't even know that she's going to be able to go back with me, but she does want to sit with me and go with me because it is pretty important and scary. So, anyway, I may share more later, but for now I'm going to keep it at that. Thank you for your prayers always, whether I have anything going on or not. I know you're always praying for me and loving me. And I will see you tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow. Yay! Love y'all. Bye.